Okay, Abhishek is a very dedicated guy. It's 8:50 Tuesday night, 9:50 in Utah, right? So thank you for coming back after dinner. Um, so here's my mail program, and Ken did look at things and made various suggestions to keep a comment. Apparently, I'm supposed to uh, use capital names for data members, so I was using, I guess, like lowercase camel was capital case, and I need to use this when I'm referencing data members, and so I did that, and I've made various changes. And he suggested one thing I don't like, which is he said, hey, this stuff should go from this directory to that directory. And on the one hand, I don't care. But on the other hand, like that directory he suggested it go in doesn't exist. So,
The directory that does not exist, that was like a outcome saying if it does not exist, we must create it, like so that it's well organized in that cell metrics directory.
I'm all for it. Well, let me say, I don't want to get into the details of that on this video, but I sent Ken an email saying, hey, can't I do that later? Like, I have no objection. I just don't want to do it as part of this merge. So
And
let's go forward and assume Ken's going to let me do that later. And then, I learned as I got on these things, I could click on GitHub and here's all the stuff that we've seen before in our previous videos, including here are all of Ken's changes in context. So I've gone and I've made the changes, and it was changing code, and so it was really important to make sure the code still compiles and runs. Of course, since VTK-m is a template library, just saying compile sometimes isn't enough, and so I rebuilt the tests and would run my unit test for mesh quality, and there it passes, and so I'm good to go. And so if I do git status, so then there's the files that I've changed. And so my next step would be to do a git commit, right?
so you need to add those changes
Yeah,
first
yeah.
before you come.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
So with
What
that,
what a subversion user. Yes, but thank you. You're exactly right. And now we can do a git commit.
mhm.
And so now we've done a commit, but we need to do one more thing. We need to push it because that's only local, right?
That's
And
right.
so what was it was git push,
Origin
uh,
and Jacobian cell metric.
like that.
Yep.
And so now it's been pushed. And so this is the same thing before that it knows there's a merge in process. Here's the link, but and look at this, it's just refreshed. And
Mm.
so now I probably did this wrong, and that I emailed Ken, hey, how about later on this change? Should
Right.
I? And I probably should have put a reply in here. Is that right? A reply to this comment.
That's right.
So it looks like I'm too late for a reply now.
I think you can still like do that. So right, like where it says Ken Moreland, like wrote this message 5 hours ago. Like there's like a chat box icon over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can add it over there.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and post this comment.
Mm-hmm.
And so, now all the good stuff has happened again. It's doing a C dash. I guess we can click on the C dash and probably we can see like previous things. So,
So this has like started a new process again. But like
okay.
if you want to like do a previous dashboard, you could probably go back and like open a previous message. It won't show you up there like this is too big of a thing.
Okay. But I
Like
can,
it shows like all the tests that has been run.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can like go scroll up, yeah, and like click the C dash over there,
Yep.
right?
And so here's some with errors and fails. So then I guess we'd have to click on, like, here's an error. So we'd click on this.
So
We looked at this before. This was a Windows build problem that we thought was not ours, correct?
yeah, we can like figure that out, but later. But like once those are like definitely failing, and we are getting errors in testing, right?
Yep.
So like just warnings and failures, we'll see what those are.
So here it says unit test quality mesh filter statement is unreachable. Oh, interesting. So this is going into our code and saying there's problems in the code. So probably for these, I should be looking at these one by one and fixing up any warning that's being generated. Is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. And now, but when I looked at this, I thought I clicked on one that had a failure. So this says fail 3, warn
Yeah,
1.
you can like go click on those three like for failures,
Yep.
and it will tell you like what failures are. So it says there's like a copyright statement failure, right?
Okay.
So yeah, if you click on that, it gives you the problem with your files. So each VTK-m file starts with like a copyright statement, right?
Got it.
And so the sum of the files that you added for the cell metric stuff, it does not have this copyright message.
Great.
So you'll need to like copy the statement from here and like paste it on top of your files.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, good. This is great. So I'm learning stuff I need to do. I probably should have done all this checking before I did my latest push
That's okay.
because
One more commit won't
I'm
cause any problems,
I'm
but
wasting kitware build time. But okay, so now I do the demo built against test install. And so this says timeout. That perhaps is not my problem.
yeah, I think like this just means like the process took unusually long,
Yep.
but I don't know. So it says like it took 10 minutes to install the file, so I don't
Yep.
know.
And then here it's saying that these files are not getting installed. So this means I've messed up on the CMake end somehow.
So which files is it saying? Like I
I
can't
mean, these are
read
all
that.
files I've added, so they're cell metrics.
Yeah, you'll need to like make the CMake changes to actually like include these files in your build. So those are CMake changes, yes.
Okay, so just while I'm here, let's just do that, and I'll look at CMake list.txt.
Hmm.
Aha, and look at that. So I need to add these to the header files now.
That's right.
Okay, very good. Well, great. Abhishek, I think this will do it for now. So I'll make the next set of changes and I'll push them. And then if they all pass and Ken says that I can change the headers around at a later time, then I guess we'd be ready for the last stop, which is a merge, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
like pretty straightforward. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be a stretch.
Okay, good. Well, I'll go ahead and make these changes and we'll see what Ken says. And then perhaps our final video will be you on the phone as you're driving from Utah to Oregon. We'll see what happens. Is it a matter of we just put in a do merge?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's it. Like so, as long as like Ken doesn't mind us doing that, then yeah.
so we would go down here and we would just type in do merge and press comment. And I
Exactly.
guess that would queue it up so someone else who has the power would do it.
It won't queue it up, like it just would flag you because you're doing the do merge, right?
Yeah.
If you ask like, hey Ken, like I've fixed all your changes, or like if you like notify me like, hey, I've fixed all these changes, and like either of us like comes and writes this comment and you know uh press enter, then it should merge.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, we may not need another video then. So Abhishek, thank you so
So,
much for talking me through this process. And in fact, I rewatched one of the videos today because I found it interesting. So
yeah,
if
that's
nothing
nice.
else,
Yeah.
it'll be useful for me. So, okay. Thank you again, Abhishek. Appreciate you being available late on a Tuesday night, and all the best with your drive home. I'll see you on later this week.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Abhishek. Take care.
See you. Bye. Good
Bye.
night.
Yep.